Tavish Scott joined Michael Moore and Deputy Leader of Borders Council Alec Nicholl and myself to launch a set of proposals aimed at supporting the local economy during the downturn. Chief among the proposals was to make sure that the banks are lending again for local businesses, but also to support families and businesses across the borders with a direct tax cut. Tavish Scott spoke of the need to make sure that the Scottish and UK governments worked together.
We need our governments of whatever political persuasion to pull together to stop the bickering and to get on with adopting many of the measures of the kind of approach we're seeing, which is invest now for the long term, recognise the difficulties of the borders and do something about it, both in terms of the short-term suggestions we're making and the long-term infrastructure improvements that can really make a long-term change. But to do that, the government, and I mean both Edinburgh and London, have got to get real about the circumstances they find themselves in and the countries in. And that's about being very, very realistic. And short-term politics won't work. And instead, long-term thinking is now needed to go with the type of measures that we're advocating. And that's why I'm very pleased to be here with colleagues to launch this today.
Our measures focus on making sure that the levels of investment we've seen in recent years continue, to make sure that Scottish Enterprise Borders is restored, and to make sure that projects such as the Waverley Railway and the Selkirk Bypass are invested in now to speed up the construction industry. And Michael has been focusing on reduced utility bills.
So Tavish and I were in the Scottish budget debate this week in Holyrood, and we were the only party to be voting against that budget because we did not think it went far enough to support the economy. Proposals in this document we would like to think are setting a course for the next 10 years for the borders.
And we are focusing on the future too.
So it is about support for businesses now, as Michael said, with lending, with debt support from European structural funds, etc., and the work that the Council is doing with Alec.
If you'd like more information or you are a local business, please do get in touch either through our office in Galashiels or through our web pages. We'd like to hear from you.